happening on your side? Is it Friday or Thursday? Going very cool, despite the Maandamano. Some people everyone is trying to do something. Everyone has to do something. It doesn't matter how, whatever you are doing is, just do something. Maandamano, anything. Hello, what's up, people? This is Dralagar George, and welcome back to Political Intent at Playboost TM. Today I'm having that cool vibe. It's Friday. I don't know what's happening on your side. Is it Friday or Thursday? These days have been going very cool, despite the Maandamano. Some people everyone is trying to do something. Everyone has to do something. It doesn't matter how, whatever you're doing is, just do something. Maandamano, anything. At the moment I'm speaking, and I don't know, we could call this podcast Nayo Nayo podcast. Nayo Nayo, why? Nayo Nayo is a word that has been associated with a lot of people on the street. Nayo Nayo, like in Nayo Nayo, if I'm told, what do you think, what does Nayo Nayo means? Maybe to me, I'm not sure if this is the exact word it means, but to my instinct, to how I perceive any kind of word means, when I'm told, you guys do this, yet you don't get it clear, whatever word that the person is saying means. So I think to me, Nayo Nayo means it's a sort of being ready. Nayo Nayo, where is it? Like doing stuff chap chap. It's also called Nayo Nayo. Nayo Nayo could also be I don't know, am I still on track, you guys? Sometimes you can things you can get out of your mind, or you could get deep inside your mind. I think everyone can relate to what you are perceiving, And so Nayo Nayo is having it ready with you, having to do something like it's you giving your all. You see, since weather has changed, I don't know, it is cool vibe, and whenever I'm talking much, I need to have some kind of water. But you guys, water is life, Water is key. I only take water by day. Some people take dry. Sometimes they go, nayo kwani twende wase, ati twende shot tano. Ati Nayo Nayo, mimi by the way simba, but mimi sikunywagi kwa TV ama ni aje, hata sijui kanisha kunywa, na hata ukinitafuta pale kwa internet ama wapi ukinipata, kuja uniulize kama ni mimi, na kama sio mimi, and if I didn't give you whatever permission to use my profile out there, whatever narrative that is being spread about me, that one will be against the norm. I can that is called defaming, perhaps, but let's leave it from there. Nayo Nayo, basi tuende story nyingine. So I say, sijui kama mnaangalia venye kunaenda these days. Mbona watu mna okay, it's your patriotic right, it's also your political right. Sometimes it can be your right, like that's how it could be your leisure time, But today, let me just not laugh, but this is the reality. And if you can tell whatever kind of society you are living in, you'll find there are classes of people in society. Let's say if you want to make that clear, perhaps economic class, you'll find there is the middle class, upper class, something like that, and the lower class. You see, a lot of people are the middle class. Kenya is middle upper, it's middle income earner country. It has just recently attained it. So to have that access to this kind of basic commodities, but the reality still is not that great. It's still alarming, The kind of people who are on the street are not the people who sometimes lie at the Java store there. No, you can't tell me that. The people now perhaps who are busy supporting or against the Maandamano, yet they have something, at least they can say, I've eaten, or they can smile about a certain kind of achievement in a day, a real achievement in a professional kind of a way, is those people who perhaps are on social media. people who are learning to use social media in more effective way, perhaps in an advocacy way of trying to also change the narrative and even influence policy change. But let's speak about what is happening on the street. You know, some people have chosen to be street smart. Being a street smart is being aware of your environment. It's being aware that there's a danger always. It's being aware that you should always repel danger, like with the kind of reflexes you have. That is in the survival tactics, maybe in the nature zone. But there is street smart here, perhaps for many jobless people, youth who are on the street. You'll find that being street smart gives you the ability maybe to understand your environment. Your environment here now is your ecosystem. When you understand your ecosystem so well, you do understand how Mama Mboga, you can even know the budget of the Mama Mboga if you're a street smart. You know, those people are everywhere. Those are people who have crude experience of how the environment works, be it social, be it economic, be it political. However, much time they are limited with the kind of capacity they have. They, of course, they are not meeting the right people, you know. They could be having very, very good ideas. However, whenever they get to even present the idea to big people, you know, sometimes the idea seems to be little. Perhaps that person has traveled everywhere. You know, even sometimes traveling, it means like me watching a small screen. Or let me say this way: I came from my from my neighbor. Then for like that 20 minutes, I was watching his screen. Apparently, the screen was so small compared to mine. So you see, when you get to see something big, then gradually you come to something very, very small. I don't know how to appreciate that, but yeah, of course you do appreciate, but it's not useful to you though, you know. So yeah, this street smart sense is a lot of people know how to survive here in the basic level, but the reality is so many people who are street smart, they don't get to have that sustainable way of living, because here opportunities is decided by the kind of fate, the kind of people who just come out of nowhere, you know. There's no permanent place like to meet here and determine that tomorrow still this place will be attractive to bring the same person here, because this is like a mobility place. It's like a takeoff area, you know. Being in a street mart in a very reflex way where everyone is trying to do their stuff and things are just happening. So you have to get along in that kind of pace, you know. So I think looking at that kind of context, being on the street and being maybe in the formal sector of the economy has made a lot of things not working for everyone, you know. Yeah, being here sometimes on the street, a lot of people can tell me I'm speaking on my perspective of knowledge and perhaps how I perceive stuff and perhaps maybe how I feel how things could go. Perhaps in the near future when we all tend to have this kind of conversation, and see how all these things can be harmonized. Yeah, being on the street smart means that you are out of the formal political economy. Yeah, you don't get maybe sometimes to have that poor quality service government delivery. So a lot of times also we people maybe from the street smart, we don't get to fulfill obligation like maybe paying dynamics that need to be checked, need to be verified, need to be seen how it can be made it to work, you know. Everything has to work so that everything has to change so that no one gets left behind, and that is the kind of conversation I want to put across. I believe we cannot exhaust everything, but this is the kind of engagement that I believe we can all venture into. So yeah, engage me down in the comment section. Yeah, like and share and be part of this conversation. Cheers, bye bye. This is Dralagar George at Political Intent Podcast, Nayo Nayo series at Playboots TM. Bye bye.